So I came back to work on the cars again today because it's Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras. And as soon as I turned the corner at the street, lo and behold, LKQ called and they got my parts. So I'm going to run over there and get those. And if you're interested, stick around. Thank you. So we made it safely back with the pieces parts. Now we're going to start. I want to put at least a trunk lid on so that I can see how much more I have to move the bottom. So I guess I'll get on to that. What I have discovered is the wiring harness for this car is different than the trunk lid that I got from Copart. So I'm gonna have to take it off of the old trunk lid and install it on the new trunk lid so that I have lights. So that's what I'm doing now. To get to the license plate light, you have to take this piece off, 4 bolts, and it just comes right off. For some reason, they don't have, the disconnect goes straight to the battery or straight to the bulb. So as you can tell, I had to go through here and take that off. So we're getting close. I got everything else off. I got one more push pin, and then I'm taking the sucker off. Right there. Well, in the middle of all this, I'm going to show you how well my Earthquake XT works. You can break it loose with it and then sucker off. So far, I've been pretty pleased with it. As compared to how much a DeWalt or a Milwaukee or one of those would cost, it's definitely worth it. There she is on the ground, all bent to hell. And there's a replacement, and here's the gaping hole that was left. So now I got to figure out how to pull this sucker out some more. So I gotta shaking my head, gotta figure this out. All right, it's starting to go back together. I'm putting my new undeadent trunk lid on so I can see how much farther I gotta pull that out. So it's amazing color match, yay. So there you go. Well, I finally did my measurements. In the center right here is 5 inches forward. So that's got to move back to here, and I don't think I can do that with just a slide hammer and a porta power. So I am thinking, and if you have any suggestions, my suggestion is tie it to a tree and take off and see if I can pull it out that way. But my luck, I'd set off the airbag. So if you got any suggestions, please let me know. Well, that's how far off I am. So a good 5 inches at least. It's got to come up and back. Like I said, suggestions would be greatly appreciated. I think I'm gonna clean up my mess in the back and come up here and take this under tray off. Well, today I'm back over here working on the new Focus. Last night I traded in the old shit box, so I need to get this one done, so I got a car to drive to work. Stick around. I think I got a lot of comments about not just pulling those that dent out, and I ordered some panels, so today, stick around and watch me drill out spot welds. So hang out, and I appreciate all the views, and thanks for getting me to 500. And whenever this calms down a little bit, I'm gonna have a giveaway. Got a few things that are car related, so we'll see what happens. All right, I appreciate it. Everybody hang out. Back in August of 16, if you know, Baton Rouge flooded, and there's the water line for the shop. That's how high the water got here in the shop. So I'll just give you some idea of what kind of devastation there probably was all over around here. Thank you. So I jump started the Focus. It's over here idling. I'm gonna pull it into the garage and take that damn motor cover off that drags, just because it's annoying. And then from there we'll figure something out to do with that the spot welds on the back of the car. So that's what's up next. And there's my wife riding on the tractor with her daddy. Ain't that? It's good to have your daddy around when you're almost 50 years old. And I don't have him driving tractors, so God bless Billy. Man, that's a good thing. I got the air on and it's blowing cold, cold, cold. So that's a positive right there, if I can keep it running. So it must have kicked on the AC compressor when I let all the cold air out, but whew, it's cold. It feels good. Looks just like the ship box. That's a great thing. It's like it never left. Except I think it still has the original windshield, the Sonic windshield. So I guess I need to turn this off so I don't kill it. I want it to idle for a while, so I'll put the windows down. All right, here we go. I'm gonna drag this. So I'm not gonna tape it. It sounds terrible, but I'm gonna take care of that. All right, well, I shut it off now. It was running great, but I just was trying to charge up the battery a little bit. So now we're gonna get on to what we need to get on to. So once I get down there, I'll show you what I'm doing. All right, so this is the belly cover or under tray of the car, and as you can see, so she must when she got popped, she must have popped somebody a little bit herself. Since this is all dinged up, I'm gonna have to figure this one out, but I want to take this off because it's just, whenever I move it, it just drags everywhere. So I'm gonna take that off. I think it's a T30, but if it's not, I'll let you know, but I'm pretty sure it's a T30. And let me take that off and I'll show you when I get it off. But there's just, I think there's 12 or 14 of those T40, T30, and plus I got some plugs you got to pull out, but you know, they go all over and you got to take those puppies off. So I'll show you when I get done. Of course, there's one Phillips in here. All the rest are T30s, and then, oh, there's a Phillip in here. So I'm sure it's not factory. All right, so I got it off. Now I got to take that panel off. It appears that when I got hit, I don't think that's supposed to be bent like that, but I think I can live with that being bent since it's not in the plain view, but it doesn't look like anything else got damaged from that. Let's get the rest of it off, throw the rest of it in the dumpster and move on. Woohoo! All right, so I got the whole cover off, and this radiator support is bent all to hell. Luckily, it appears to be held on by 4 bolts. So I guess I'm gonna order one of these. Should be a lot easier to fix than that the rear end. So there you go. It's nice and dirty, but it's got 92,000 miles on it, so we're good to go. We got that off, and now we can take it off the ramps and turn around and keep going on the spot welds. I didn't think of it, but I got done taking the belly thing off, and I got to use my Harbor Freight jump box, this little one, for the first time. And as you can tell, it's running, so it works awesome. I'll keep up, maybe next time I'll remember to show you at the beginning. So there we go, and worked like a charm. So if you're thinking about getting one, it worked. Well, I decided to take it for a ride now that I don't have a snow plow. See how the transmission shifts, since that's the Achilles heel of all these Foci, the automatic 6SP transmission. Okay, I know the trunk's ajar. So, take it for a quick ride and see how it does. We're at the end of a dead end road, so I will take it down to the other end and come back. So, once I get out of here, I don't want to run over any tractors or anything. I'll put you back on. All right, here we go. All right, so to drill these plug welds, spot welds out, I went to my favorite tool store and bought some of these 3/8 double-sided rotary spot weld cutters and a $16 corded drill. I have cordless drills, but I didn't want to tear it up, and I figure I'll be drilling a while, so I'll probably burn this up the first day, but we'll see what happens. So I'll let you know what I think of the Drill Master from Harbor Freight here in a minute. Well, I opened up the cutter, and lo and behold, it's a double headed. So once you get done with one side, you can put it in the vise and turn that cutting surface around, so you got twice as much with one bit. Who knew? Pretty interesting. All right, now we get to the fun stuff, the Drill Master drill. Nothing like getting new toys in the middle of the week. Well, it's actually the weekend, and you know, it's not really a toy, and it's, yeah, well, anyways, let's see what it looks like. I'm trying to do this one-handed and not break it. There it goes, looks like a drill. And let's see how it works. It looks like it's got a chuckless arbor. Let me see. Do not remove. Got a serial number. Makes it legit. So, anyways, here we go. We'll try it out. Let's see how this looks on the drill cam. I should probably grind these down so I can see where they're at, but I can see it. And I got to use two hands, so I'm not going to be able to show you, but I'll once I got some damage done, I'll show you how it looks. But it looks like it's going to work. So I'm grinding away, and guess what? I found Bondos. So evidently this has been in a wreck before. Imagine that. So I'm grinding the paint off the spot weld so I can see them, and we'll go from there. And body filler on these, I went and got me a cold chisel and a maul, because I'm going to start separating this. And since they don't appear to be factory spot welds, but I could be wrong, but usually they don't have Bondo all over everything when they're factory. I hope Ford doesn't build them all mangled up. So let me get going on that. All right, the cold chisel, spot weld cutter, and the maul shows that it's peeling back, so I'm going to continue on. I think I'm heading in the right direction. There's literally less than 5 minutes of work. This spot weld cutter and a cold chisel works wonders. So I'm going to keep going until I got to go, because I got to go pick up the new Fusion for my daughter. But looks like we're heading in the right direction. So that's what I was able to achieve in about 40 minutes. I just ran out of time. I got to go get that new car, but I'll get that piece off, and then that internal brace I'll either straighten or I'll replace. But I have them both coming. They're supposed to be here Tuesday, so next weekend I'm hoping to get those in, get everything adjusted, and then get it sent off for paint, or I might paint it with a rattle can, since it's going to all be covered by the bumper cover and tail lights and the trunk seal. So we'll see. Thanks for watching, and if you have any comments, questions, or whatever, put them down in below in the comment section, and see you around at the next one. Bye.